Huh? Dave? Oh? Huh? Durr?
Hey now, and welcome down to KC Toy Reviews. We are here today with Iron Man Mark 85 by Hot Toys from probably one of the best movies of all time, Avengers Endgame. Now this is one DIECAST masterpiece, and as always, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, so one thing I need to get out of the way immediately is I've really only owned a handful of Iron Men. The only reason I also note that is that I'm not big into the Iron Man line by Hot Toys, so even if I'm going to think back at the ones that I have had, I don't even remember what mark number they were. I had to look at the box to even remember what mark number this is, that being Mark 85. There are two versions of the Mark 85 out there. One of them being the one in front of us that is a clean version, and another one being a battle damage version. I'm pretty sure the only difference between the two, obviously the being one clean and one battle damage, would be the weapon that he had on his back, which is what initially kind of swayed me to go with this one. I really, truly love the scene when, he fought off, I'm going to butcher their names right now, Ebony Maw and that big dude. I know his name, but I forgot it off the top of my head right now, in the Avengers movie there. So I really wanted that back laser blast beam on him, so I did not go with the battle damage version. However, the battle damage version looks amazing, so they are both fantastic versions. It's just kind of, did you want clean with the blaster on the back, or did you want that battle damage version that truly represents that last scene from Endgame where Iron Man sacrifices himself? So just a couple of things to note there. That being said, because I'm not a big Iron Man collector, I'm almost nervous doing an Iron Man review. I'm sure there's going to be something I butcher, maybe forget. Being that they're die-cast going into this review, I had said to my wife, I'm not sure how you can rate these too low ever. And the reason, again, stressing being that they're die-cast is it's almost perfection. I mean, I can't even see any flaws off the bat. The only flaw that you could possibly have, and might as well segue immediately, would be the head sculpt. Now, this is, I think, the version 1. They did an upgrade version. I didn't send in for the upgrade. I didn't really give a crap about it. So this is the version 1 head sculpt out of the 2. Now, as far as the blasters on the back, as you can see, I've removed it. Simply just clips right on there like that. Underneath, we reveal the on and off button for all the electronics. I will note, I don't ever put batteries in any of my Hot Toys or anything of the sort. So if you're looking for any type of light up features during this video, they're going to be non-existent. I think I did the light up features for the Batman Ninja recently, and when I turned all the lights off and had put the batteries in, it's the first time I've put batteries in a 6-scale figure in years, and I thought, you know what, let's do it. I put the batteries in, and my God, it just looks so stupid. It looked like crap. I could barely see the lights. It boggles my mind why they put the functions in. Now, in something by Hot Toys, it's probably a lot more bright, the vibrant, so don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing the fact that this has light features. It's just not something that I do put into the reviews. Also, if you do want to just keep it like that, you do have this clean piece here that just kind of clips on simply like that. It really fits seamlessly, with all the detailed lines that are already in there. You wouldn't even be able to tell that piece detached had you not known that the accessory came with it. So fantastic job by Hot Toys to give you the choice of a seamless back or that amazing blaster that goes onto his back. Now, the next thing I do want to note is the stand that this thing came with. Dare I say, a piece of crap. I get it. It's a standard Hot Toy stand. Normally, I wouldn't say that. It fits most of the Hot Toys figures that I get. Not a fan of the waist grabber on most Hot Toys. I would prefer that they always come with a choice of waist and crotch grabber. Nevertheless, I was shocked that the weight of this Iron Man, being that it's die cast, was was supposed to be paired with this stand. Now, I've seen flying poses and stuff of that sort. If you got the balls to put a flying pose on this stand, watch how easy this thing comes out. Look at, boom, just comes out like that. That's how easy this flimsy stand. Now, you probably can't understand in the video, but the figure has a lot of weight. I mean, he truly has some weight to him. So shocked that Hot Toys includes these crap stands with an Iron Man, a die-cast figure Iron Man. If you were going plastic, maybe I understand. And as I've mentioned, I'm not a huge Iron Man collector, but I definitely had an Iron Man. He was die-cast, but it came with the larger Superman type stand, the big diamond type stand that had some dirt and rubble on top or something of that sort. So I can understand maybe that one, being that it's plastic, still a little disappointed. They should just be weighted or have some type of different system, because again, I was shocked that this is the stand that they expect us to hold our Iron Man in any type of dynamic pose. Okay, now, before we slap a score on this guy, final notes, and, my final notes can be a rant. Articulation-wise, I'm not going to get too much into it. There are people out there that do way better articulation videos, but I just want to know it's fantastic. You can get a ton of poses, and the fact that he's die-cast means that longevity and everything is just everything you could have wished for in a Hot Toy. So die-cast is the way to go. Put him in whatever pose you want, and it's going to stay that way. It's going to stay in mint condition most likely, and unless you're doing something goddamn crazy, or if you're putting him in some dynamic crazy stand with that piece of crap plastic stand that came with it, because it could possibly fall and break. But again, however, just posability wise, it's just amazing. Details are next level. There's a little bit of weathering. You see these kind of little scratches here and there, but it's kind of a build up to the next version of this, which is the ultimate damage battle version. But like I mentioned earlier, it's just ripped straight from the comics. There's no negativity in any of the Hot Toys Iron Man figures. They're just straight out of the comics. The details are absolutely next level. And to be honest, sometimes I think to myself, really hold back, don't give a huge score to these things, be as honest as possible. I don't know how this thing could not be up there, because as you think about it, the scoring system is truly to say, what else could they do better, and is this the best? I think, is this the best? And this line boils down to aesthetics. Is this the best version that I want to see on my shelf? Given that Hot Toys has put out 152 versions of Iron Man, that boils down to personal preference. As I've noted earlier, it's kind of a what you see, what you get. Not particularly in this shot, because I don't have the stand in this shot, but I've shown everything through the video. It's kind of a what you see, what you get situation. There's not too many other accessories. There's a couple other hands that come with it. And that's all I'm really going to say. Other than that, this figure is perfection. There's just so many intricate little nicks and knacks to this thing. You can lift the armor up and the shoulders a little bit at points. Articulation's perfect. Slight weather into it. Ripped straight from the comics. I couldn't think of anything wrong with this figure. Again, the 1052 Iron Man that Hot Toys put out are all amazing. It just boils down to preference and what you want to see. So, quickly, I'm going to throw a score on this guy, and it's going to be very high, because I don't think I can think of anything wrong with this thing. 9.4 out of 10. Iron Man Mark 85, 9.4 out of 10. Could be one of the highest scores I've ever given. It's all based off of gut instinct. I'm kind of just talking. We're doing this together. I'm looking at him spinning, going, Jesus Christ, this thing is immaculate. One of the finest pieces of 1/6 scale figures that you could ever have in front of you. And I kind of mean that with a little bit of grace, between the past 10 versions of this thing, because they've just done a stellar job. 9.4 out of 10. Iron Man, Hot Toys, Casey Toys. See you guys next time.
Huh? Huh? Wow! Uh.